on DC News Now. As you're visiting the cherry blossoms, I have temperatures. They're going to be into the 80s. Let's talk about your weekend forecast coming up.
Security concerns for World Pride this summer.
With the influx of all the stuff that's going on, we just need more security over here.
What some DC businesses say needs to be done ahead of the global event.
And peak bloom arrives at the tidal basin.
I've seen isolated cherry blossom trees here and there, but not like this.
Plus, where you can find some beautiful blooming cherry trees in Montgomery County.
A tiny little black kitten just hopped down from the wheel well of the car.
You've heard of how some cars purr? It's what happened to some Virginia DOT workers stopped by some strange sounds coming from under the hood of a coworker's car.
You're watching the station covering all of the DMV. This is DC News Now.
Hi, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us on DC News Now at 9 on this Friday. I'm Susan Tran.
And I'm Chris Flanagan. All right, the weekend just about here, taking a live look towards our friends over there in Roslyn, Virginia. Just a gorgeous Friday evening. Pretty mild out there right now. The heat is on. It is coming this weekend. Boy, it's going to feel more like June than it is late March here in the DMV.
All right, Chief Meteorologist Janessa Webb, you are serving up a really lovely Saturday.
Yeah, since Monday, since I said 80 degrees, everybody's been kind of honed in. That forecast hasn't changed, so we're happy about that. The numbers, though, they're going to fluctuate into the middle 80s in some spots. Yeah, that gets better and better, right? So southerly winds pick up a little bit. Tomorrow is super comfortable, but you can just leave the heavier coat at home. Not going to be needing that for really the entire weekend, as you have milder air that's already in place. If you stepped out already, it is not super chilly at all. Right now, you see temperature difference, though. I mean, it is pretty huge. Look at Fredericksburg, 71. Over towards Culpeper, 57, and then Fairfax County, 63. So lots happening here. Location, it definitely matters for the next few hours. That storm system we dealt with earlier, it has pushed out of the region, and now the clearing is starting to unfold. Today was a good day. The forecast really spot on here, March 28th, and so they called this. And as you're out tomorrow, enjoy this as temperatures are warming up fairly quickly. By 11 o'clock, we're in the 60s. More on your weekend forecast coming up.
All right, my friends, let's talk about the cherry blossom trees. They have reached peak bloom. Take a look at how beautiful they are. And just as the National Park Service predicted, we're talking about the hit of it all happening on the date they said, March 28th.
Yeah, right on the nose. And thousands of visitors already flooding the tidal basin here. The National Park Service says crowds will only grow over the next few days and weeks. This is tradition. But for some who are seeing the cherry blossoms for the very first time, well, it is breathtaking.
This is just spectacular. I've seen isolated cherry blossom trees here and there, but not like this.
We do have a pro tip from some longtime admirers. You can avoid the crowd and all of those crowds there at the tidal basin just by going over to Bloomaroo at the wharf. But that's not all, my friends. There are also places all across the DMV where you can catch a glimpse of these cherry blossoms without as many visitors, including spots in Maryland.
Yeah, DC News Now's Kevon Dupree covers Montgomery County for us. Hear from neighbors there who say some of the best areas to view cherry blossoms are right there in their backyard.
Several families came here to the Kenwood neighborhood Friday to see the cherry blossoms in peak bloom. Those I talked to say they chose to come here because it's a peaceful, less crowded environment.
We know Kenwood is very pretty, quiet.
This neighborhood is great. I'm really grateful to be here. Yeah.
Experiencing cherry blossoms in peak bloom without the large crowds.
We came up here to kind of enjoy it on our own time.
Joshua Mahuna and Lily Schachter typically come to the Kenwood neighborhood each spring.
I love the cherry blossoms because it symbolizes the end of winter.
Schachter is originally from Brooklyn. She says cherry blossoms are popular there as well, and she's loved them since she was a child.
It's a different species. They're a pink, very pink kind of blossom.
Pauline Jamry, who has lived in D.C. for the last 12 years, is also familiar with their beauty.
I love that you can go driving and it's almost like the Christmas lights, right? Like you just drive down and you see all the beautiful trees.
But Jamry's sister Caroline is visiting from St. Louis, and this is her first time ever seeing the cherry blossoms.
Pictures don't do it as much justice as seeing it in person.
Many families trying to take full advantage of this year's peak bloom.
We were just taking pictures and just kind of taking it all in.
I took a few shots of them walking, right? So it's like very dreamy in that way too.
And the National Park Service predicts peak bloom to last from March 28th to March 31st. Reporting in Bethesda, I'm Kevon Dupree, DC News Now.
Happening now, D.C. officials are working on a massive security plan ahead of World Pride in June.
This is a global event. It is set to draw thousands of visitors, and there are some local gay bar owners who are quite concerned with the current political climate if this will be a safe event for the LGBTQ community. DC News Now's Ben Dennis joining us live there in DuPont Circle.
Yeah, so Ben, I know you took these concerns straight to the city. What are they telling you?
Well, both the mayor's office and D.C. police assured to me that they're ready to handle the influx of what could be more than 2 million people from not just across this country, but across the world for World Pride. But there is some generalized anxiety I learned from some gay bar owners about the security plans to handle the influx of people.
D.C.'s annual Pride Parade and Festival, set for a more sizable celebration. The district will host the annual World Pride May 17th through June 8th. Organizers anticipate 2 to 3 million people.
My biggest worry, and I've told this, what could we have done?
Inside Crush Dance Bar at 14th and U Street, Stephen Rutgers is among bar owners awaiting a game plan from police.
All of us together can work together.
Among ideas near his bar, jersey walls to protect pedestrians on sidewalks, similar to the bar scene in Adams Morgan on 18th Street.
Just in the current political environment, there's going to be people out that aren't going to agree with what's going on during Gay Pride. So that's always going to be an issue when we have a line outside. I mean, how do we protect our customers that are waiting?
Security specifics remain unknown, and planning comes after the police union claimed in January staffing was at its lowest level in 50 years. DC Police tells us, quote, "We assure that we will brief the media on the robust security plan for this event as we get closer to it."
Maybe our MPD can talk to Virginia and Maryland and allow us to maybe let their officers be ambassadors in DC and let the bars hire their officers for the day.
Dave Peruza is among several gay bar owners who recently met with police. A discussion he and Rutgers said shared safety concerns.
I feel like the communication's great right now. Now we just need to figure out a solution to the problem.
The mayor's office of LGBTQ affairs says, quote, DC has extensive experience providing world-class security and hospitality for large-scale public events, and this will be no exception. Good.
And World Pride organizers say that they're going to be working with federal law enforcement for security. So in light, though, of the Trump administration's recent distancing from itself and DEI-related programs, I asked those law enforcement agencies if they plan to roll back their help for World Pride. Park Police declined to answer. No word from Homeland Security, but the U.S. Capitol Police did say that they don't currently have any change in plans to help out. In DuPont Circle, Ben Dennis, back to you.
All right, Ben, thanks. Meanwhile, developing right now at 9, President Trump signing a new executive order targeting D.C. That order creates the D.C. Safe and Beautiful Task Force. That task force will focus on removing all homeless camps and graffiti on federal land, enforcing federal immigration law, ending fare evasion on Metro, and deploying a more robust law enforcement presence, including at unpermitted demonstration. The news concerning to some advocates in D.C.
The executive order is an example of the reframing of tough on crime policies to try to look tough on crime or tough on people, but not actually do anything to address the root causes of crime and violence in our city.
That task force will be made up of members from 9 different federal agencies and does not include any local elected officials. Congresswoman Eleanor Holmes Norton calling it insulting to the people of D.C. But Holmes Norton is siding with the president on a different issue. President Trump is calling on the House of Representatives to approve a measure that would restore funding for D.C.'s budget. Last month, Congress passed a funding bill that included stripping more than $1 billion from D.C. That was district's money paid for by D.C. taxpayers. The Senate passed the bill to restore funding.
Oh baby.
There's nothing like a sports car that purrs, unless that is coming from actual cats. An unexpected team effort for these VDOT workers rescuing a mama and her 2 kittens from the engine of a car. Now, if this was one of their 9 lives, DC News Now's Max Marcilla is showing us how the crew is giving the litter its 2nd one as well.
They say every dog has its day, but not many cats have had a day like the one these 3 just had.
No one was expecting this or prepared for it, but it was super fun. It was super heartwarming.
The story of this rescue starts in the VDOT parking lot here in Fairfax County when on Tuesday morning an employee was walking into work and suddenly stopped because they heard something interesting.
Well, she looked over, and before she knew what was happening, a tiny little black kitten just hopped down from the wheel well of the car and walked right up to her, meowing.
Here's the thing, the meowing wasn't only coming from her, because when VDOT employees, including equipment shop workers, went to the car and removed the skid plate, they found 2 more kittens.
Once the skid plate was off, it was just plucking those little babies out, and there were 2 hiding up in the engine compartment.
VDOT's Candace Trenum says the car belonged to a colleague who just drove all the way from Fauquier County. That's at least a 30-minute drive.
He has some neighbors that have a lot of barn cats, some strays in the neighborhood, and yeah, he was as surprised as anyone else.
Once the rescue was done, the hard work began because a labor of love turned into long-term labor for 3 VDOT employees who adopted the cats by the end of the day.
We've got a girl named Stormy, we've got another kitty named Andy, and the 3rd kitten, because of the little dot on his nose, has been named Booger.
Stormy, Andy, and Booger, safe and in new homes, all because they found themselves in the right parking lot. In Fairfax County, Max Marcilla, DC News Now.